to this week's Dirt Shed Show with me, Martyn Ashton.
And me, it's Rich Payne.
Hello, Richard, how are you?
I'm very well, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Did you see any of Hardline this weekend?
You couldn't avoid it, I definitely did. It was well good.
Yeah, some big crashes.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, crashes, tricks, gnarly just riding. It was full on, right?
Unreal, but some very good racing too. So
yes.
That's pretty cool. And it's got us in the mood for talking about how things are going to set up. So, okay,
Whoa.
The 2025 mountain bike race calendar hasn't even started yet, except for Hardline. And it's already one of the most dramatic shake-ups in team rosters that we've ever seen.
It's true, right, mate? Combine that with the whole new UCI World Series structure, and it's clear that we are in for a season unlike any other.
Yeah, so let's break down the biggest team changes and what they mean for the upcoming season.
Now, before we do, here's why 2025 is a season of change.
Yeah, the Whoop UCI Mountain Bike World Cup Series has shaken things up a bit, restructuring World Cups for an even greater emphasis on elite performance and factory-backed teams covering both junior and elite level racing.
Yes, now Martyn, combine
Yes,
this with a significant increase in team registration cost. And the result is will be fewer teams and significantly fewer privateer races in the paddock across downhill, cross country and EDR.
Yeah, the UCI are changing the format for downhill this year too, removing riders' protected status and hosting a qualifying race before a last chance qualifier and finals.
Yeah, now I'm all for an LCQ because I think they had a bit of jeopardy and it brings out kind of, should we say, the best in people.
Absolutely.
To a degree. They do it in motor and it always works. Now, a reduced field should make qualifying more difficult, but should allow tracks to remain in better shape for longer and provide more coverage for the fastest riders in the world doing what they do. Did you get that?
Yes, I did. The stakes are higher than ever before, and we should see some awesome racing across all of the formats. However, in order to arrive at this destination, teams have had to go through one hell of a journey. So here's a rundown of the big moves and surprising departures that set the scene for this year.
Right, Martyn, let's start with cross country and a surprising trend for road crossover. Yes, road teams. Big news is Alan Hafley has signed a 2-year contract with Australian World Tour team Jaco Alula. Alula?
A-I-U-I-A?
Oh, Alula.
We don't know.
Road riding teams are not our strong point, but for 2025, anyway, he'll be riding a giant bike when racing off-road. That's when he's not on the road bike, of course, bud.
Yeah, it seems that crossover has sparked the trend because Mona Mittenvolner is making waves by moving to Mondraker factory racing and also announcing her intent to compete in both road and XC disciplines too, after signing with Human Powered Health.
You got the easy one to pronounce.
I did, didn't I? I'm sorry about
you rigged. Yeah, I still can't say it. Look, it's not the first time we've seen a crossover, but with the changing demands of cross-country racing and a growing interest from road teams in mountain bike talent, could this be the new norm, Mark?
Could be. Meanwhile, Kate Courtney's move away from Scott after 6 years is another big story. Rather than slotting into an existing factory team, she's setting up her own programme, a non-profit under the banner of She Sends Racing.
I like it.
Aiming to support women in cycling in an inspiring move and one to watch closely in 2025.
Definitely exciting times coming up. And I notice you got the easy name to pronounce again. There's a trend. Look, PFP, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, is not riding mountain bike this year. Boo-hoo. Because, no, sad times. But that doesn't mean that the legends of the sport have gone quiet. Cannondale have made a great signing, adding the icon of Yolanda Neff to their ranks. She'll be battling the World Cups alongside Charlie Aldridge, Anna Santos, Luca Martin and Cole Punchard.
Yeah, also banking some icon chips, a Canyon Collective Factory Racing XC, bringing the experience and talent of the legendary Jenny Rizveds.
Yeah.
That's keeping Canyon looking strong after Luana Lecomte moves to BMC in 2025.
Yeah, big changes going on, isn't there? Big old changes, buddy. Lastly, we can look forward to seeing exciting youngster Bjorn Riley on Scott's Ram after the closure of the Trek floating.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It is.
Right, the downhill power moves.
Power! Too much power?
Some. Some of the most high-profile departures come from the downhill ranks. Maureen Cabarrous switch from Scott Factory Racing to Canyon Collective Factory Team is a huge move, placing her alongside heavy hitters like Troy Brosnan and Lucas Shaw. Strong team.
Yeah, that is a team to watch out for this season, I reckon. Look, However, Scott Factory Racing haven't been sort of sleeping around on the signings. Nobody. They have just announced that the incredibly talented and experienced Big Benny C, Benoit Coulange, is joining their setup. I'm excited for that.
That's a great signing. A massive shake-up comes with Loris Vergier's move to Commensal Muckhoff, teaming up with his fellow Frenchies Omri Piron and Miriam Nicole. The world champ's inclusion to the team was announced in a very amusing pub-based sketch. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah. I also think it was like the internet's worst kept secret, unfortunately.
By that point it was.
Unfortunately, but it was still a cool launch. I liked it. Look, one of the most anticipated, that's very pronunciative, isn't it?
Good enunciation, Rich.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah. Is Reece Wilson's Aeon Racing. The 2020 world champion has built an impressive squad featuring EDR champ Hattie Harnden. More on her move in a moment, though. We're going to get to that. Monica Thrasnik, Rising Star Henry Kerr, and Reece himself, of course.
Yeah, it looks like Aeon will also have their toes in the freeride world, thanks to Sam Reynolds. Yeah. They'll be rolling on custom-built Gamex frames with belt drives vying for that €100,000
the talk of the town.
Belted prize.
It's the talk of the town. Yeah, the Gates belt drive system is one of the most talked about innovations coming in 2025, with major teams like the Afton Racing, MS Racing, they're on zero bikes, just so you know, and Intense Factory Racing all getting involved.
Yeah, elsewhere, Trek Factory Racing has undergone a major revamp, signing Lachlan Stevens McNabb, Matt Walker and Ollie Davis on their elite squad, while adding 2 development riders. Lachlan, in particular, is an exciting addition after an outstanding 2024 season.
Crushed it.
Where he came agonisingly close to his first Elite World Cup win. That was in Mont Saint Anne. He's also signed for Monster Energy.
Yeah, watch out, because I think he could get a win. Yeah, I think he could win. And hold the phone.
Yeah.
As reported here on GMBN,
we were first to the news.
We were. FMD Racing and Orbea have announced their partnership as expected. The team is led by Tani Seagrave with Phoebe Gale, Oliver Zvar, and Junior Dara Ryan on the squad for World Cup downhill duty. Obviously, Chaos is going to be sending it on the freeride events for the team once he's healed up, obviously, from Hardline.
He took a tough hit there. Finally, the man who has steered Orbea on the gravity journey, Martin Mays, will be dedicating his focus to downhill racing for 2025 and beyond.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Exciting times. The Syndicate, Santa Cruz Syndicate. Now, before they've gone a little bit quiet this year, they've had a few injuries and stuff, but they have concentrated on the future, bringing in young talent of Felix Griffiths and Ellie Hulsenbosch. I hope I got the pronunciation right. Hulsenbosch? I apologise, Ellie, if I have murdered that one. Look, they're going to be working alongside the established crew of Laurie Greenland, Nina Hoffman, and the returning wizardry of Jackson Goldstein, who has just proved his quality as he faced his 24 demons from Hardline and won in some style, but only just. He squeaked that win out, but he got the win.
What a start to the season.
I know, right?
One of the last gasp sighting stories is Veronica Widman moving to Mondraker Factory Racing after a departure from the Continental GT Racing team, basically because GT itself has been put on pause by its owners.
Yeah.
Gutted.
Yes, and with Veronica's talent and consistency, it's great to see that a major team snatched her up. World Cup points have been an important part of that, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everyone's been searching for World Cup points this year, haven't they? Yeah. The Enduro world hasn't dodged the changes either. This being perhaps an even more important season in Enduro than any other, as it fights to find its audience and maybe even its relevance.
Oh, Mark, you hurt me with the relevance.
It's true, man. It's true.
Throw the relevance in there as well.
It's true.
All right. Veteran Adrian Daly has parted ways with Lapierre after 9 years, marking a fresh start for the talented French rider. Meanwhile, Melanie Poujan, the 2021 EWS champion, has announced her departure from pro enduro racing altogether.
Yeah, shame. Poujan's departure means the sport loses 2 women from its podium regulars because, of course, 2024 World Enduro EDR champion Isabel Kuduria retired after winning the Rainbows last year.
Yeah, fair play. Why not? She's literally won everything.
What a way to end.
What hasn't she won as well?
So good.
I know. Look. So the women's field in particular has seen some major shifts. Probably the most consequential is the departure of current EDR World Series champion Hattie Harnden in joining Aeon Racing. She has flown the nest on Enduro and will concentrate on downhill in 25 under Reece Wilson's leadership. That is a big blow to the EDR series in my eyes, bud.
There's no
sad
denying
times.
it. There's no denying it. There's no getting away from the fact that major talent and champions are all reacting to the organisers' struggle to position the sport of Enduro itself, as well as the brands cutting team budgets due to the headwinds the industry is facing.
That's a very polite way of putting it, headwinds. I like it, though. That it's not just current women's champion Hattie Harnden leaving for downhill, but some of the men's field are making the leap too. They're all jumping ship. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
But current champ, Richie Rude, will be dipping his toe into downhill at selected events. And Martyn Mays, as we just said, has gone full-time over to downhill under that new Orbea FMD team.
Yeah, the YT Mob's Casper Woolley also makes the move to downhill, as does Specialized Sophia Wiedenroth.
Yeah, the e-bike side of enduro racing, well, that's on hold altogether, but that's just not a thing this year by the looks of it, 25, which does mean that the exciting talent of Ryan Gilchrist will move over to EDR, so some perk there. That's quite a lot, you know. He could be a contender, I reckon, for sure, adding in some excitement and intrigue into a year of changes for Enduro.
Yeah, young talent is stepping up in a big way this season. Arise van Leuven, the Junior World Cup champion, is making a bold move to Norco race division after 8 years with Common Sail. Actually, she was world champion, wasn't she? World champion.
Junior world champion.
Although she hasn't had the best start to the year after a huge crash at Hardline in Tasmania, which left her with internal injuries and a fractured spine.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge crash and there's that, isn't there? Have you seen it?
Sucks, yeah. It sucks that she got hurt. Yeah, it really does.
It's a tough one to watch. It's up there, isn't it? Look, her team move is potentially one of genius, though, because Norco has Greg Minart as team principal and the hugely experienced Danny Hart, who, as we all know, can barely sit down because of various reasons, huge reasons. Hart has now joined Norco's squad, leaving behind the sort of defunct GT setup.
Yeah, I only just got what you meant.
Did you?
Okay, you meant like, you know...
How does he sit down with, you know, the line?
Of course, yeah. Norco Race Division is packed full of talent, of course, with the incredible hardline champ Gracie Hemstreet and Bodie Kuhn in there as well. Yeah,
and in XC, the revamped Orbea Fox factory team also brings in a mix of experience with pros and promising newcomer Simon Andreasen going from Cannondale over, Rebecca Henderson from Mondrake, or the Prima Flora team, over, and Jennifer Jackson all signing for 25. I think that XC team is one to watch.
Yeah, that could be. Not exactly racing, but certainly part of 2025 shake-up in focus. Lucy Van Esteren, one of the most exciting free riders in the sport, has made the switch from Rocky Mountain to Specialized, which is a huge signing for the brand as they continue to push their presence in the free ride scene.
And as you know, women's free ride is... exploding now. It's going through the roof. Yeah, this is just another marker on how much interest there will be in the year of women's freeride, of course, after the sort of breakout of 24.
Yeah, with so many roster changes, the start of the 2025 season is going to feel like a completely different sport, which is worrying. The combination of the new UCI World Cup format, fresh team structures, and key riders on different setups means the predicting results is going to be tougher than ever.
Yes, I think it is going to be tough. Yeah, I genuinely think
at this point, I couldn't tell you what's going to happen, could you? I guess that's a good thing, right? That's a good
thing. Like to, it keeps us guessing. Yeah, I do. Yeah. But look, one thing is for sure, this is going to be one of the most exciting seasons, I reckon, that we've had in a long time. And that's saying something. Look, who will adapt the fastest? Will some of these new signings prove to be the master strokes or miscalculations?
Ooh, could be. Personally, I can't wait to see if the Gates Belt Drive bounty will be claimed. Hit us up in the comments on your hopes and dreams for the action this season.
Yeah, Hardline has kicked it all off, but we don't have that long to wait for World Cups with the first XC race in Araca in Brazil on April 3rd to the 6th.
How'd you say that?
Araca, I think.
Araca, very nice.
I think so.
I'm sure 2025 is going to be wild. Right, let's keep going with the show, Rich. It's time for the news with Tom.
What's up, everyone? This week saw the first major racing of 2025 get underway with Red Bull Hardline Tasmania. In the run-up to the event, we confirmed that George Brannigan will be riding transition bikes for the next few years. Good signing for them with the absence of that World Cup team now. We also confirmed that the Athertons have an alloy-bonded version of their downhill bike. G was riding the new S200 made of the same 7075 alloy they use for the other S-Series bikes with the DW4 linkage. It should be retailing for £4,999 UK pounds for a full build sometime soon. The build-up to race day was not exactly a quiet one. Bernard Kerr snapped a bike, Edgar Briol snapped himself, Will Hines, Ollie Davies, Chaos Seagrave, Via Verbeek, Simon Godsiek and Elise MP all took heavy slams in practice. Charlie Hatton had a big crash in qualifying but made it to the race. Tony Seagrave and Valley Hull chose not to race to not risk their full seasons. Right before the event, Eris van Leuven and Ronan Dunn both took enormous slams. Eris breaking her back, neck and wrist, and Ronan was evacuated on a spinal board but is reportedly not in bad shape. Of the 31 invited athletes, 22 finished race day, an attrition rate of 30%. I did notice on the forums that a lot of the folk who were happy to get angry at the UCI for the B-Zone stump that broke Armoury Pier on aren't quite so angry at Red Bull for not, say, putting a pad on this rock. Maybe that favour is what broadcasting the event for free gets you, but there's got to be a happy medium of spectacle and safety so that teams feel comfortable to send riders to the event and that riders want to take that risk to race. It is sick that prize money was substantially more than a World Cup for both male and female racers though, so that elevated risk is rewarded. And speaking of, Gracie Hemstreet, the only female rider in finals, super clean, so cool to see her absolutely smash that course and take the win. It was tight at the top in the men's race. Jackson Goldstone had just 0.2 seconds on Asa Vermette, who at one point was over 1.5 seconds back. Troy Brosnan came in third, unreal line choice and veteran racer precision, shaving him seconds before that big motorway section. There are new build options on YT's Jeffsy as alloy and carbon models make the move to Hayes Dominion brakes from stock, carbon fibre wheels on the top end models, and a mix of Shimano and SRAM drivetrains across the board. White bikes have their latest build of their T140 RS available too, 140 front, 135 rear, alloy frame set, mechanical SRAM transmission and Fox Performance Elite suspension, all for a penny under 3,000 UK pounds. Sam Reynolds has signed for Aeon Racing, which I think makes him the world's first belt-driven freerider, and Camille Balanche has confirmed she's signed for Yeti, signalling the return of the iconic race heritage brand to the downhill circuit. Cam Zink offered a Zink Bikes frame deal to the highest placed unsponsored rider at Natural Selection Dream Bike Qualifier, Kirsten Van Horn and Saul Saunders winning those. Right, that's all I've got time for this week. Let's catch up with Toff for the sickest thing.
Right, this week's sickest thing has to be his new video from Ollie Watson and Scotty Stephenson called Nowt, Daft. Firstly, I can't move on without calling out this has to be one of the most criminal song tracks ever. Seriously, am I the only person who actually cares about this stuff anymore? It sucks, stop it, there's no need for it. Anyway, apart from that, it's actually a sick edit, and obviously the riding certainly makes up for it. I always thought Nowt Daft meant like nothing stupid, nothing crazy, but Ollie certainly had some stupid huge sends in this. And all the G-outs and crazy landings with no run-outs are just so hush as f***. Like, the dude's actually so gnarly. But the fact he hucked that insane flat drop flip, like the dude's never even learnt them into foam or water or on a step down or anything. Like, just straight to dirt. Like, that is so gnarly. It's definitely worth checking this one out. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the show.
Thank you guys, that's great. Hey,
Always
quick
good.
shout out for the shop. Amazing chance to jump into the shop, of course, and support the channel. And also on YouTube memberships. Rich.
Yes, Trail Crew, Trail
Yeah.
Boss.
No, Trail Boss.
No,
No,
Trail
I am
Crew.
a Trail Boss. No.
Trail. Well, either way, you could be either or. It's essentially our 2 tiers of membership where you get perks like discounts in the shops, emojis, big emoji guy.
Big emoji fan. Of course, your custom identity badge
Yep.
on your comments,
That's
which is
it, letting
very
you know.
cool.
And if you are a Trail Boss for the full 12 months, you get a custom bottle sent to you at the end as well, which is always really cool. And it supports the channel, which we love and are very, very appreciative of. Thank you.
Right, it's time for... That's a bunch. Wow, going road there. You've gone road there.
Yeah, I did.
It's nice. It's
Okay,
nice.
cool.
I liked it. First up, we've got this pram stand shelf.
Pram stand shelf.
Yeah, that is very nice from Bawley.
That's clever.
This is a hack for you in need of a tall shelf on a bike stand if there isn't one. Kids have grown up, no longer need for the pram, so he sold it. Found the umbrella from the pram in the shed afterwards, and the missus said, chuck it out. I said, no. And yeah, basically created this lovely little
I think
pram
that's
stand.
a hack, I would say.
It's a hack.
Yeah, it's a good hack. I like it. Right, what have we got next, Mark?
Next up,
What's
this
going
is
on
a bodged
What
headlight mount from Dean Edwards. Wow. But let me tell you the story, right? Got a trail-worthy light for cheap off Amazon, but the bracket was terrible plastic with a rubber strap, so the light wobbled all over the trails, which is no good for anybody.
That's just not helpful.
So I decided to make a metal bracket, which could mount on the stem instead of the bars. So found some thin steel rod, bent it into shape, hammered it flat, sure did, and basically made this contraption.
Wow.
It's ugly, but it's a bodge. Clearly working.
Yeah, and if it works better than before, it's a bodge.
One thing I'd like to say though, right, is on that, it's so out of the way, nobody's going to see it. It's fine.
He did just send it in for like tens of thousands of people to see.
Oh, they all saw it.
They 100% saw it.
Shame, Dean. Sorry about that. Next up. Yeah, a bit of time out here. Had a huge crash. Yeesh. This is from Gustavo Ferrez.
I like it.
November 30th, had a big crash. Broke my pelvic bone. Oh, right in the pelvic.
All right, cheeky.
Had surgery. Now I'm using crutches, so installed,
loose in brackets.
Zip tied a bottle cage on so he could feel like he was a bike rider the whole time on his crutches.
And he can stay hydrated, which is crucial.
It is crucial.
That's a bodge, though.
Yeah, it is a bodge.
I like the installed there. Who's winning, Mark? And what do they win?
Well, you're going to win a GMBN race top, so it's a fabulous prize. I feel like, because it's hacks and bodges after all, right? Dean gets it.
What?
Dean for the massive bodge with that little metal rods. So Dean, you are this week's winner. Well done. Shows how easy it is. That's a lot of work. It doesn't have to be pretty. You've won yourself a GMBN race top. Get in touch on email and we'll get that out to you as soon as we can. Congratulations.
Yes.
If you would like to be in Hacks and Bodges, it's very simple. Get involved with the GMBN uploader down below in the description and send us your hack or your bodge. We would love to see them. I tell you something else we're doing a big shout out for at the moment.
Go on, I was waiting for this.
Trail dogs.
Do we have a song for this yet?
Good.
Trail dogs.
Trail dogs. Oh man, what are we doing to ourselves? I'm really doing a big call out for trail dogs at the moment. I want you to send your trail dogs into dogs@gmbn.com. That's the official email address for our trail dogs because we're looking for some superstar dogs to star in a superb GMBN trail dogs video that I'm going to be making. So we're getting loads in. I want to see loads more sending in and I'm having too much fun looking at dogs on my email. That's all I'm doing. When you see me in the office, all I'm doing is looking at dogs.
I don't doubt that for a second.
We've got some good ones though. What about these ones?
Okay, so this is Sky, is the ultimate trail dog, and she knows a trail, she's uncatchable.
Yeah.
And when she knows a trail, she's uncatchable. Terrible reading there from Rich.
Yeah.
7-year-old and has been a trail dog for 6 years. Breakfast and Afan, this is that. Look at that on the trigger point.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
That is stunning, isn't
beautiful.
It? And a nice bike picture, actually, as well.
I like this one. Baloo. This
Lord.
is Susie and Baloo, Susie and Papaya. We live in Tuscany, show-offs. But we're all English, and we used to live in England. They're all rescue dogs. Got Baloo 10 years ago. Susie's 9 and Papaya's just got them 1 year ago. A regular trail goes from our house at around 100 metres above sea level up to 500. What a great ride.
There's no winners in this segment, is there? Because you're all winners.
They're all winners.
I like them. This is a great picture as well.
Yeah, love those trail dogs.
And where do they keep sending them in?
Dogs@gmbn.com.
Trail dogs.
Love it. Trail dogs.
You just added it on. Trail dogs.
Right, time for some things we like this week. Right, some things we like this week. First up, Rich, Cedric Grazia on the podium at the Snow Bike World Championships in Châtel.
Incredible.
Did you watch it?
No.
Did anyone in the office watch it?
No.
Did I watch it?
No.
Nick?
No.
No one watched it. None of us are really sure why it exists.
Yeah.
I do know that Cedric Grazia is an ambassador for the event.
Yeah, well, it's very good that they put a Grand Vets category in.
They didn't. He came third in the Super G. Now that either proves. Wait, because this is Cedric Grazia we're talking about. He's legitimately brilliant. But what I'm going to say is I'm sure Cedric would admit he's not in his fastest years of life. So does this prove that he's still mega quick, or does it prove that snow biking's mega shit? Which one does it prove? Because it proves one of them.
It does.
It does. But
It does.
Whatever the answer is, I love seeing Cedric Grazia with a World Champs medal round
Yeah,
his neck.
it is cool to see.
That's great. Well done, Cedric.
Equally, this next one.
Wow. This is nuts.
This is all yours, man.
Ben Moore, right? To say he's feeling confident, have you watched this?
Yeah,
oh my God.
I have watched
to
it,
say
yeah.
he's feeling confident about Mega Avalanche is a huge understatement.
Is he taking the piss?
I think it's a bit tongue-in-cheek.
I hope
To be
so.
fair to Ben, because he's a lovely guy, but he's definitely calling anyone out, and he is saying, I'm going to win and I'm going to beat all of you. Who's coming? I mean, fair play.
And you stuck it in the dirt shed.
Yeah, Ben, now I've told everybody too.
my Lord.
Ben Moore is going to win Mega Avalanche. That's his words. Will he do it? If he does, legend. If he does, legend. Right?
I heard that the Don said he'd have him at the Mega.
I don't
on an e-bike.
I don't think Don could beat Ben Moore.
Moving on. What have we got next? It was Jackson Goldstone.
Yeah, look at this photo of Jackson.
Yeah.
Look how badass he looks. And I just got to agree. The guy, I mean,
Has finally hit puberty.
that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, really?
But
Sorry.
That's a better answer. I mean, to be fair, look, that guy smashed himself to bits in
I would actually love to be as fast
last
as him.
year in 2024. Year off.
Yeah.
Year off, missed everything. Came back in 2025 at Hardline again. Everyone must have been going, are you nuts? And then he won it.
He said no, but these nuts have dropped, sir.
Oh my God. Next up, Zocelli Bikes. This is a fresh take on things. Have you seen this
Zocelli
bike?
Bikes, no.
So it's got a little tiny chain inside the seat tube that
Right.
goes up to that driver that then drives a cassette chainring down to the rear wheel. So, see what I mean? There's no chain at the bottom bracket. It's a real weird take. And the whole suspension system's, a fresh take on things. Do we like that? What do you think?
No, I mean, I think,
Zocelli.
one, the engineering on it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I also like any kind of outside-the-box thinking where we can improve drive mechanisms and stuff, and you eradicate a lot of potential problems with that design as well.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Hey, Zocelli Bikes, send one over. We'd love to take a look, actually. Get it on tech. That'd be a good thing for tech, right?
Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah. Right, it is time for the Caption Contest. Caption Contest. Here's Blake holding Connor. Yeah, that must have been quite the lift because Connor's huge.
Yeah, but you got to think Blake's really short, so he doesn't have to go very high up.
Does that actually change weight? Not really.
It doesn't change the weight
Doesn't really
of
change
someone.
anything. You don't understand science. Anyway, first up, this is going to win. Hands down, this has already won. At Grant3399, Blake carrying the GCN channel. That's the best one ever. The winner's going to get a stunt mug, by the way.
Do we need to do the rest by the sounds of it? Not that you're biased.
Let's do the rest, but
right.
Grant's won it.
At 1972 MDC, we could all sense Blake's affection for Connor. Nice to see he made it official. Oh.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Nowhere
nice.
near as good as Grant's. John Walton 991. Blake takes delivery of his new toolboy.
Do quite like
That's
that's a
quite
good one.
Oh,
Stunt
man.
mugs.
I didn't see that one coming. No, I'm not allowed to give out 2 stunt mugs. I got told off. Can I
You
give
going
out
to send
one?
her?
No. You seen how expensive that new camera
That is true, and there are monitors everywhere. I'm looking at myself right now.
Yeah,
That
we don't throw mugs anymore.
We need like a phone.
Who are we going to give it to? I think Grant's the winner,
No,
isn't he?
I was going to go for John Walton, 991.
All right, John Walton, well done. You stole it at the last gasp.
Sorry,
well
it's a
done.
good one.
Yeah.
Blake takes delivery of his new toolboy, and here is this week's Caption Contest photo.
Lovely, like that. This is Blake. It looks like he's playing the bike. You can almost make the noise.
Like some obscure panpipe.
It doesn't do that.
No,
I've sort of embarrassed myself there.
You don't understand science.
No. Well, I do. I just need much bigger lips. Not the first time I've said that.
Don't forget, send us your captions down below, of course, whilst Martyn just rethinks his life choices.
For the bike vault. We need to work on that.
Yes, we do.
Bike Vault. First up, we have got Zach's
Yes.
Canyon Sender CFR.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty
those
much top spec
Red Rock
bike.
shocks.
Yeah, Red Rock shocks, boxes.
Oh, hang on. It's all over there.
Oh, we need the
I'll be back.
bell, don't we?
mind me.
He's coming back. Don't panic, everyone. He's on his way back.
Yeah, I'm back. There we go. Well, that is bloomin' nice.
It is nice, isn't it? Is it super nice?
Yeah, super nice, I
Super
think.
nice. Yeah, next
Up, Fred T's.
Yeah, he's
This is
Niner.
Fred T's. Wow.
Sir 9. Niner Sir 9 frame, Niner RDO, rigid fork, complete XT group set. What more can we say about it?
Not much.
It's got 50mm O-rise stem, Maxis.
Do you know what? I just don't get rigid single speeds.
I really love it.
Well, yeah, go on.
Sorry, I really love
No, it's okay. I just don't really get them. Sinisa.
it.
I can't say the surname.
It's
Kvat.
Gvat.
It's like,
Kvat.
sorry.
Yeah, Sinisa Gvat on a Kona process.
Yeah, that's
134.
cool. With the pipes
Yeah.
on, the orange grips. Yeah, I like that. It's got tan walls on it.
We've got to give her a super nice
Yeah,
review.
go
Let's
on.
start by
Well, we don't know
Thanks
that,
for putting
but we
up with
probably
us,
didn't say it correctly.
Yeah, next up, Canyon Stoic.
From Sin.
Man,
Mark, you're killing me with these.
We're having a mare.
You're killing me with these names, Mark.
Sinistic. I think that's it, actually. Sinistic.
No, why would it be Sin?
Sinistic.
Sin.
Sinistic.
Sorry again. God, we're not
Terrible,
rubbish,
yeah. But basically, this is a Canyon Stoic, and we deserve to.
You got to have a super nice to that.
Great
The
bike, though.
butchering of the name of anything. So we
like hard
please just be like a John.
This is Henrik's Raw Madonna.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is cool.
Do you know much about the bike? I don't know much about that.
I don't know a great deal about them, but they. I mean, look, we've got full Olins, we've got an Axis group set.
Yeah, Conti Cryptotulls.
I can never say that one either. Look, he's gone full enduro with the handguards on there as well. I'm liking the big fidlock on there.
Hey, little sidestep from Hendrick's bike there. Did you see on the snow bike dual slalom, they were running big bar protectors for their dual slalom pole hitting?
Do they?
So lame. So lame. Yeah.
Just another nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
and yet
but-
it's still a thing.
Hendrick.
Yeah, that is super nice. Right,
Yeah.
next up. Moe's Sonder.
Yeah.
cool,
Sonder
innit?
29, custom built. Lovely.
Yeah, good on you for that's a super nice already because they custom built their own bike. Yeah, good on you.
Well
I think
done.
anyone who sort of wants to have a crack at that.
Next
why
up,
not?
winter trail bike for Peter. Peter de Boer
goodness.
on his Diamondback.
Diamondback, yeah. Don't see many Diamondbacks come in.
Yeah, they're a rare sighting these
They are.
days.
Do you know what? He's getting out and riding in, no doubt, look at the trail just in the background as well. Very cold
very
conditions.
Nice. You know, Diamondback used to make incredibly good trials bikes.
Did they?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah.
What's trials?
Shut up.
That's a super nice note for Peter. Congratulations. Well, don't shut up.
I can't believe you've never seen Diamondback's trials bikes.
No, what is this from Costa? This is all manner of madness.
Yeah, it's a budget gravel machine, reincarnated old 26 steel frame.
Look at this, Mark.
420mm drop bar.
But with that crazy high-rise stem. Oh my god, I'm trying to use a computer.
Oh my god. I mean,
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's a bit wild for me, Mark, that
It'd
one.
be a bit mad to do much more than that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Fair play, you had a crack.
Yeah, fair play, bit of gravel riding,
Budget gravel.
good stuff. Yeah. And that's it, we're out of the bike vault this week. What a show.
That's fun.
What a
Hey,
show
Mark,
this
thanks.
week. Hey, nice. Well done.
Yeah, very good.
We've had a great time talking about this year's season, upcoming season.
yeah.
Hardline's really got us in the mood for it, that's for sure. Snowbike, not so much. But we're looking forward to all of the World Cup Series events happening.
Yeah, I am, for sure.
Let us know what you think in the comments down below. But from me and him,
See ya.
bye.